This is Your Invisible Power by Genevieve Behrend. Narrated by Yash. What if you could build your future in your mind with such clarity that it had no choice but to become real? Genevieve Behrend, the only personal student of the master teacher Thomas Troward, will show you how. Prepare to learn the art of visualization and command your invisible power. First published in 1921. From 1912 to 1914, Genevieve Behrend studied mental science philosophy under Thomas Troward of Cornwall, England. Afterward, she became a celebrated lecturer, teacher, and practitioner, founding new thought schools in both New York City and Los Angeles. These pages have been written with the hope that their suggestions may furnish you a key to the attainment of your desires and to explain that fear should be entirely banished from your consciousness in order for you to obtain possession of the things you want. This presupposes, of course, that your desire for possession is based upon your aspiration for greater happiness. For example, you may feel that the possession of more money, lands, or friends will make you happier, and your desire for these things arises from a conviction that their possession will bring you freedom and contentment. In your effort to possess, you will discover that the thing you most need is to consistently be your best self. For example, one morning after class, a man came to me and asked if I would speak the word of supply for him, as he was sadly in need of money. He offered me a $5 bill with the remark, "Dear madam, that is half of every dollar I have in the world. I am in debt. My wife and child have not the proper clothing. In fact, I must have money." I explained to him that money is the symbol of differentiated substance. This substance fills all space. It is present for you right now, and it will manifest as the money you require. "But," he questioned, "it may come too late." I told him it could not come too late, because it is eternally present. He understood and received the uplift of my spoken word. I did not see the man again, but 6 months later I received a letter from him stating he was in New Orleans. He wrote, "I am well established here in my regular profession of photography. I own my home, have an automobile, and am generally prospering. Dear Mrs. Behrend, I want to thank you for lifting me out of the depths that day in New York." 3 days after I talked to you, a man whom I had not seen for years met me on the street. When I explained my situation, he loaned me the money to pay my bills and come down here. The enclosed check is to help you continue your wonderful work of teaching people how to mentally reach out and receive their never-failing supply. I would not take anything for my understanding as you have given it to me. God bless you. A feeling that greater possessions, no matter what kind, will of themselves bring contentment or happiness is a misunderstanding. No person, place, or thing can give you happiness. They may give you cause for happiness and a feeling of contentment, but the joy of living comes from within. Therefore, make the effort to obtain the things that you feel will bring you joy, provided your desires are in accord with the joy of living. It is also desired in this volume to suggest the possibilities in store for all who make persistent effort to understand the law of visualization and who apply this knowledge practically on whatever plane they may be. The word effort, as here employed, is not intended to convey the idea of strain. All study and meditation should be without strain or tension. It has been my endeavor to show that, by starting at the beginning of creative action, the mental picture, certain corresponding results are sure to follow. While the laws of the universe cannot be altered, they can be made to work under specific conditions, thereby producing results for individual advancement which cannot be obtained under the spontaneous workings of nature. However far the suggestions here given may carry you beyond your past experience, they nowhere break the continuity of the law of cause and effect. If, through these suggestions, anyone is brought to realize that his mind is a center through which all power there is operates, simply waiting to be directed in the one and only way through
Sample complete. Ready to continue?